ultimately Gordon Smith, and that Gilligan and Alison Tatlock chose which book, but I was asked to weigh in and if I had thoughts about it. What kind of books do I think she'd read? And I liked the idea that that she might be reading sci-fi. Not just because it's like a meta thing, because the audience is watching a sci-fi thing in a dystopian world that is clearly, socio-commentary at the same time. But also because Carol is now in this world, and Carol is the everyman that the audience is. She's probably interested in these things. And I love Ursula K. Le Guin, and we all agreed that having her read a female author was also a very cool thing. Because we talked about some Brave New World, Fahrenheit 451. There's some other things, whether or not they're going to drill down on very specific things and why they chose that particular title of Ursula K. Le Guin's. I'm in the dark with you guys. Sure, normal, totally normal to do in a breakup.
What a breakup reaction.
Yes, it's how we all feel sometimes after a breakup, but that's okay. They seem like they get along well, don't you think?
Can they get along well enough to save the world? Can they make it past their differences to save the world?
Triangling is a real thing. If we have a common enemy, we can maybe get along. I don't know.
Where's the fun in them getting along? They are fun together, though, aren't they? They have such chemistry, those two.
Yeah, they're great together, and maybe they'll find moments of connection. Who knows? But it's not an easy blend of personality.
Yeah.
Well, they've already taken the stem cells. And they're turning them into that. So how they would get around, I don't know, because we see in the Chechen village community, we see this sort of ritual that has to be done, and I don't know if that it's always the same. I don't know if that's always the way the stem cells are then turned into a thing that you breathe in. That's a very good question. Would they trick her into doing it? I mean, I feel that I would categorize what they've done to get my stem cells as deceptive, but Vince has always written them they won't lie, but they are very lawyerly. The way they get around, even going back to the trip to Spain when they are asked, are you vegetarian? And they say, we would prefer to be. It's like, what does that mean? Because you're not admitting that you eat people, fine. But that is a good question. I don't know. They're in the writer's room now. We should go and make them tell us.
I love that you say lawyerly. You're stuck with lawyers again.
I'm stuck with lawyers all the time.
Okay.
Kim Wexler's in there somewhere, I guess, helping them.
I think from the beginning we find a guy who's very curious and he asks questions, and he's very methodical, and he follows method to find out stuff, and he likes to understand how things work, machines and his car, and he's very, he's a very sort of organized mind, and he seems to have a very scientific mind, that he needs to prove things, that he finds something and then he needs to test it. So this poor Rick, gets to be the guinea pig for the experiment of the frequency.
I love that scene.
Oh my God.
When I read it,
and
I thought it was so cool.
And he was such a great guy to work with. He was lovely, and his performance. I really liked his performance. But the ensemble in that scene was great. I mean, Ray would come in and bring this energy and cut through the whole thing that we were both doing. And it's a scene where I got to be playful too, because the scream that he gives to his face is this sort of horrific, like very violent act.
Oh, wow.
Rah! That kind of thing. And then I would go, rah! to observe his reaction.
No way.
Yes, because he's
wow.
not being violent to the guy. He just knows that he really needs to shout out really loud. But then once he's done it, he goes, look how he reacts. This is weird. And then I really loved
I can't wait to
when
see it.
when I saw it, when I saw that one bit of that scene when he's talking to the guy and saying, Rick, I know you're there.
Wow.
I know you are there. I can help you. I don't know how, but I can help you. Rick, just listen to me. You can come back. You can come. And it's this feeling of, oh my God.
Is he onto something?
He could
Is
do
he
something.
almost- yeah.
He could actually reach into this guy.
Well, I think in episode 4, you find out, I think in episode 4, where she got to the truth, that's why she says there is a way. Right? In episode 4, that's why we leave, because also she's gotten too close to the truth.
Yeah, you didn't
when
say
I
no.
go to cardiac arrest.
You didn't say no.
So that's why she's like, there is a way. She's like, I know there's a way to reverse this.
So there is a way.
If you go back to 4, it's already, it was already insinuated in that there is a way.
There is a way. It's just that Manousis doesn't have that
You
information.
don't have that information, but I think
he just hopes.
And we don't. And what's amazing, we don't have this information. So we, as actors, we don't know what happened season 2. So we don't know. So we ourselves are assuming. Even when I read that, I was assuming the same thing. I was like, wait a second, is he on to something? I think so.
What is he on? Well, speaking from Manousis' perspective, I don't think he
Manousis is like violence.
Yeah, he would not necessarily violence, but not really like the way you win a puppy.
How do you win a puppy?
You don't chase the puppy. You sit and you offer a treat or something, and you start winning them over. You win them,
interesting.
like what you're saying of just say I instead of we. And then I try to get you on my side, and I start to win you over.
I don't know.
I don't think Manousis would go like with a puppy. He would go chase the puppy. Like I need to change you, like he does with Rick. Poor Rick. He gets shouted at in his face. Like.
But you don't know how to change. You don't know.
No, he's just trying.
You're just trying. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Great question. I don't know. I just don't know. Sorry, I don't have an answer. Well, I don't know how that's gonna affect Zosha. I think we're staying away. I don't know how. I don't know. I think we're staying away because of Manousis, and now we don't know what the intentions are with the atomic bomb. So I don't. I'm very curious myself where it's gonna go. I have no idea. And
I think it's the first time Manousis is confused. I think it's the first time that we see that his drive to go forward, to be proactive, is the first time that it goes, wait, what? Which is, for me, the energy of the character went into a different zone that he was inhabiting before. He goes into a place where he really goes, not sure where to go with this. I mean, I'm happy that you're back and you seem to be on my side.
But there's an atom bomb
But this is too big.
Driveway. Yeah,
this is too big for me,
That's a good question. What do you guys think?
I think we thought of that as part of their ability to adapt. And Carol, it might feel to Carol that she's making an individual connection, and we feel like it would be very natural for any one of us to kind of project individuality onto a person. It's hard to remember that person is not an individual the more time you spend with them. And she is saying I because she knows that that's what Carol likes and she wants to please her.
Carol did ask, why can't you people say I? And then she's saying I. Yeah, it's maybe a bit performative, maybe. Yeah. I don't know if we're ever going to meet these folks on Kepler, but because the distances are so great, 600 light years. But maybe this is kind of a ship, kind of a message in a bottle thrown into the cosmic sea. And I think it probably had its intended result. Gosh, what can we? Well, we can. I wish we could. I don't know. What can we?
We're bad at hinting.
I
We're
know.
just like the others. We just want to say the thing, and then you can't say the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like I
We're
don't
just
know.
trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
We can say we are currently in the writers' room. We've been plugging away since late October. We're having a good time together, coming up with season 2. We're endeavoring mightily to come up with a season 2 that makes people who love season 1 enjoy season 2 as much or even more than season 1. But we can't really give away much. We're still, part of it is not just being coy, part of it is we're still figuring it out as we go, which is just the same way we did it with Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. We sometimes we think we know where something is headed, and then we come up with an even, in a perfect week is when you come up, knock on wood, with something even better than what you already like. And then you have something new that you like even more, and you jettison the first thing for the second thing.
That's a good question. I think that's a good question. It's certainly one that we're trying to tease out, figure out what the limits are in season 2.
Yeah.
I think we can say he did not get through to that guy.
Yeah, right.
That didn't happen, but he did learn something. So what the question is, what can he apply what he learned?
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Can he apply what he's learned about he's listened very studiously to every frequency on the shortwave band, and this one frequency seems to have something on it, holds some meaning. So yeah, we might learn more about that in season 2.
We could
a
give it
hydrogen
2.
bomb.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, 2. We get 2 atom
Two
bombs.
atom bombs.
Stereo.
Whoa. And a hydrogen bomb. We'll just keep.
Yes, exactly.